Hey friends, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your practice with me. Today we are on video number 3 in our winter yoga series. And today we have a video for yoga for cold days. So when you're really feeling chilly and you just can't warm up, I invite you to try this practice with me. Just to get your body moving a little bit, getting some heat built up in your body, and just moving is always good to build some heat and get the blood flowing. We are going to start with Surya Badana Pranayama, and so sun-piercing breath. And so this is a pranayama practice, a breath practice to get some heat flowing in our bodies, to stimulate our brain, and to just get our prana moving, our life force moving throughout our bodies. And so we're going to use our right hand, and we're going to tuck our index and our middle finger in towards the palm. They don't need to touch. We'll just go in that direction. And we're going to use our right thumb and our right middle, our ring finger, and we're going to use those to open and close our nostrils here. So again, our right thumb is going to hang out over our right nostril, and our left ring finger will hang out over our left nostril. So what we're going to do is, I will give you some directions first and then we'll practice it together. We're going to use our ring finger to close our left nostril, and we're going to inhale through our right. We're going to hold at the top as we switch. So our right thumb will come over our right nostril, and we'll exhale out of our left nostril. Hold the exhale there and switch again. So we're always inhaling through the right, switching and closing the right nostril, and always exhaling through the left. Go ahead and try that maybe on your own, inhaling through the right as we close the left with our ring finger. Holding at the top, switching sides, closing the right nostril with the thumb, and exhaling out the left. We'll start together here. Closing the left nostril, inhaling through the right, holding at the top as we switch, closing the right nostril with the thumb, and exhaling through the left. Holding the exhale, closing the left nostril, inhaling through the right. Hold at the top, close the right, exhale through the left. Again, inhaling through the right. Hold, close, and exhale through the left. Close the left, inhale through the right. Hold at the top, exhale through the left. Keep going on your own and exploring this practice. A couple things. Remembering to keep your mouth closed. It doesn't have to be completely closed. If you ever feel out of breath or like your breath is short, you can always take a few moments and release and take some deep inhales and exhales. And there's always an option to close your eyes. There's also an option to take your ring finger and your index and your middle finger and just place them over the middle brow, your third eye chakra, just to give your hand something to anchor to. When you're ready after your last exhale, go ahead and release your hands and bring your hand down towards your lap and just close your eyes and take a few moments here to come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice if you feel any different than when we started. Notice if your mind feels clearer, or maybe your body has a little bit more heat in it, or you feel a little warmer, or if you just feel more energized. If you're not quite sure or you don't feel anything, no worries either. All right, this is a practice. So we try and we see what happens. And we are gentle with ourselves while also challenging ourselves and trying new things. So when you're ready, we are going to just warm up the body a little bit. And so we're going to bring our hands out to the side and the palms up towards the sky. And we're going to inhale the arms up above the head. Palms touch slightly as we exhale, come down. Again, repeating inhale. Exhale, arms come down. There's no rush here. We're moving with the breath. Notice the natural rhythm of the breath is a lot slower than our bodies want to move and have been taught to move. So we want to slow down. I call these snow angel arms. It's kind of like when you're doing a snow angel in the snow, if you've ever done that. You do this with your arms, much faster, of course, but one more time. Inhaling. And exhale, arms come down. Our left hand will come to our lap or on the ground. And we're going to do our half snow angel arm. So we'll inhale our arm up above the head as we lean sideways. And exhale as our torso comes back towards center and our arm comes down. Inhale, we lean to the side, our right arm comes up. Exhale as we come down. 2 more times. Inhaling, side body stretch. Exhale, come down. Again, no rush, moving slowly. Inhale. And this time, we're going to take a twist to the right. So as we exhale, our arm is going to become behind us, and our left hand will come to our right knee. Our hand is behind us. We don't want to lean back here. We want to keep our torso straight up. And if your hand doesn't quite reach the ground, tent your fingers or bring a block underneath your hand so that you can keep your spine long. We're going to twist our body gently to the right here. Eyes are over the right shoulder. Choose a spot for your eyes to land on or soften your eyes down towards the ground, coming to your breath, coming to the sensations in your body. Take an inhale here. And an exhale, we'll turn back towards center. Maybe give your torso a little shake here. Notice how it feels. We're going to take that to the other side. So the right hand is going to come outside the right hip or leg. And our left arm is going to come up and over as we lean to the right. Exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale, side body stretch. Exhale, torso comes up, hand comes down. 2 more. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, arm comes up. And as we exhale, we twist. So left hand comes behind our body. Right hand comes around to the left knee. Again, tenting the fingers or using a block. We're just gently twisting here. So we're not really pulling super hard on our leg to twist our bodies. We're just twisting gently, really twisting the upper body, keeping our hips as square as possible. Choosing a spot for our eyes or softening them down or closing them. Remembering to breathe deep here as our organs get twisted in our body. You'll notice there might be a little bit of resistance. So we breathe even deeper here. Take an inhale here when you are ready. And exhale will release towards center. We're going to make our way to the top of our mats. How you get there is up to you. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Whatever feels good for you. You can pop yourself up towards the top of your mat. We're just going to move a little bit here. Again, always an option to piece this video apart and take poses that feel good for you or poses that bring more heat into your body. Option to bring your feet hips width distance apart or feet together, toes are touching, heels slightly apart, whichever feels good. We're going to take those snow angel arms again, but this time we're going to be doing them standing. So our palms will come up to the sky, our arms out to the side, and we'll inhale up above the head. Exhale down. A few more times. Inhaling, Exhaling. 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to inhale our arms up above the head again. As we exhale, we're going to pick up our right foot and bring it back to the back of our mat as far as it'll go. It doesn't matter how far. You can shimmy your foot back too. And we're going to come into warrior two. So we're going to open our side up to the side to the right. You can walk your right foot back. Couple things here. We're going to set up from the base up, okay? So our left toes are turned towards the top of the mat. Our knee is tracking in line, okay? Our right foot is turned out towards the side of the mat. We want a straight line from our hip to our knee to our foot. So our foot will be turned out just slightly. The front heel will dissect the middle of the back foot. So we're in one line here. If that doesn't feel good and it feels really teetery and it doesn't, like you're going to fall over or you're not super stable, you can widen your stance and open your legs up a little wider. So you're on 2 train tracks rather than 1 straight line. Okay, so you choose what feels good in your body. Again, that might change every day. Okay, sometimes I like my warrior one in line with my feet in line. Sometimes I like it a little bit wider. You do what feels best for you. Our hips are turned out towards the side of the mat as best they can be. There's an external rotation in our left front leg and our arms come out. As our arms come out, we press into both directions so our arms are engaged, so they're not just hanging out here. They're pressed like you're trying to reach for something. And our gaze is over our left front fingers. Set up here. You can lean deeper into that front leg if you'd like. You choose. As we inhale, we're going to tip our arms back. Our right arm is going to come to our back thigh, our left arm up and over. And we're going to come exhaling into warrior two again. This time, we're going to inhale our arms up and straighten that front leg. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to inhale, reverse our warrior again. Left arm comes up above our head. Exhale, we're going to come into an extended side angle here. So our forearm is going to come onto our left thigh. Our right arm comes up and over. In line, so we have a long line down to the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to turn our torso towards the top of the mat. Our hands can come to blocks or the ground, and we're going to turn those back toes towards the top of the mat too, extending both legs, coming into pyramid pose. If your body gets in the way at all here, just move it inside of that left thigh, keeping a slight bend in those knees. So we don't want to lock them out, right? You can keep a slight bend, or you can bend them generously if your hamstrings feel really tight. Just take a moment here, flat back, bowing over that front leg, maybe feeling a stretch in that back right calf, maybe not. Maybe feeling a stretch in those hamstrings, maybe not. Just notice what comes up here. Take an inhale. We're going to press into those back toes and we're going to pop ourselves back up to the top of our mat. We'll come all the way up. Inhale, arms up above the head. As we exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to center yourself, come back to the natural rhythm of your breath, and just notice what came up there when you did that little sequence. What came up for you? What thoughts came into your head? Maybe you're like, yeah, I got this. This is awesome. Maybe you're like, what is she doing? This is hard. Just notice and breathe through it, right? Our practice of yoga starts with noticing and then choosing compassion for ourselves. Let's try that on the other side. We're going to inhale our arms up above the head. Let's take a snow angel. Exhale one time. Inhale again. Exhale down. This time, we're going to inhale, keeping our arms up above our head. We'll press firmly into the right foot and step back with the left. When you get there, we're going to open up into warrior two. So those toes are going to turn out. Those left toes, our right toes are tracking forward with our right knee. Our arms open. and our gaze is over our fingers. We'll bend into the knee as deeply as you'd like, the front knee. As we inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg, arms come up above the head. Exhale, coming into warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two. This time we're going to inhale and reverse our warrior. And exhale, we're going to come into extended side angle. So our right forearm is going to come to our right thigh, our left arm up and over. Long line from our toes to our fingertips, reaching long, rolling that right shoulder onto your back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, that left arm, we're going to start to turn our torso. It's going to come to the ground or the mat. We're going to turn those back toes forward, and we're just going to extend over our legs. So spine is straight. And then we can bow our head forward. Remembering to keep a slight bend in our knees in our pyramid pose. Pulling back on that right hip so our hips stay as square as possible. Taking an inhale here and an exhale. Take an inhale and then pop yourself back up to standing. When you get there, arms come up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're slowly going to make our way down towards seated again. Again, however you want to get there, whatever feels best for you. It doesn't need to be super pretty or graceful. We're just going to take some final poses just to let our bodies rest a little and stretch. So we'll come down towards our back. Our arms are going to tee out to the side. We'll pick our knees up and drop them over to the right. They can stack on top of one another. You can put a block in between them. Whatever feels good here. You can also bring your right hand to your left knee to deepen the stretch. Our left arm is out, teed to the side. Just staying here for a few moments. Getting a nice twist deep into those hips. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders and your back and your neck. Gaze can be up towards the sky, over to the left hand, or in line with the spine, whichever feels good. Take a moment to explore. When you're ready, we're going to keep our lower body where it is. We're going to take our left hand and bring it up and over our body. So kind of like we're doing a side body stretch, but we're laying down. And so you can tent your fingers here if that feels good. Again, just stretching the side body long from the hip all the way to the tips of the fingers. Option to close down the eyes or soften them. Taking deep inhales, expanding the lungs in all directions. When you're ready, we'll bring that left arm down and we're going to come back towards center. So we'll pop our knees up, our arms will tee out again, and then we're going to take it to the other side. So we'll drop our knees off to the left. Our arms are teed. Left hand can come to right knee if that feels good. Staying here for just a few moments. If it feels good to stay here, option to stay, or you can bring your right arm up and overhead. So it kind of lays on the ear, rests, kind of like a seated side body stretch, a lying down, reclined side body stretch. When you're ready, we'll take that right hand, we'll bring it on the side of our body, and we'll use it to press ourselves gently back up to seated. Take a few moments to notice how you feel here. If you'd like to end with our Surya Vedana Pranayama again, our sun-piercing breath, please feel free to try that again. And just to bring in some heat, clearing your mind out, and just getting some prana flowing through our bodies. So I hope that helped on these cold days if you're somewhere in a cold climate. But thank you, as always, for joining me. May you be well.